white slave owners. First of all, staunch anti-slavery, Samuel Adams.
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
Rich, we know he was white. Rich.
When he went off to the First Continental Congress in Philadelphia, the people of Boston had to take up a collection to buy him a new suit. That's how poor he was.
David, you said earlier to me, before we went on the air, this red suit, this was the only suit he had?
That happened in 1770. That's the Boston Massacre. John Hancock had that painting commissioned by Copley to show what Hancock looked like. Well, that's a suit Hancock owns. That's what he's about to wear years later to the First Congress. Now,
You mean Adams?
Excuse me, Hancock, Adams.
Okay.
So Adams is going off First Congress, which convenes at the latter part of August, first part of September of '74. And there's a painting of Sam Adams in the First Congress. That is the First Congress in prayer. And if you look at Sam Adams there standing there, he's got a brand new suit on. And it's not red, it's different. This is really cool. This is an old textbook called Wives of the Signers. We used to study the ladies too. And it has in here talking about Sam's wife and how much poverty they went through, and poverty did not scare them, and they were very poor.
She actually made the money for the family.
She made money for the family by doing embroidery work on the side. So Sam is so
big money in that. That's
yeah.
practically Enron.
Yeah, exactly. It is funny what happened, because in this letter it talks about her and what the friends did for her and Sam. The letter is August 11th, 1774. He's just been elected to Congress, about to go. And it said that his house has been leaking, the roof's been leaking, the barn's fallen down. So here's what the neighbors did. This is a letter. It says, some persons, their names unknown, sent and asked Sam's permission to build him a new barn, the old one being decayed, which was executed in a few days. A second sent to ask to repair his house, which was soon effected. A third sent to ask the favor of him to call at a tailor shop to be measured for a suit of clothes, and chose his cloth, which was finished and sent home for his acceptance. A fourth presented him with a new wig, a fifth with a new hat, a sixth with 6 pairs of the best silk hose, a seventh with 6 pairs of the fine thread ditto, an eighth with 6 pairs of shoes, and a ninth modestly inquired of him whether his finances were not rather low. He replied that they were, and so the guy gave him a purse with 15 coins in it. Now, that's charity. That's what his neighbors did for poor Sam Adams, because he was dirt poor.
So not a slave owner.
Not a slave.
White.
When slaves came in his house, he freed the slaves. When they came in, they were free.
And he was poor. Now, I'm going to ask this question in the audience here. How many of you have learned, how many of you have at least doubled the knowledge you had on Sam Adams in the last half an hour? Okay? I mean, that's amazing. That's amazing.
Yeah.